Good day. This 72nd day, meaningful moments, 365 days. I was thinking today, early this morning, I had stepped outside. I was looking at that pond behind me. I was looking at that reflection. And I was kind of reviewing pieces of the last few days and where my thoughts have traveled to, the encounters, the experiences, and really sitting with the reflection of it. The meaningful moment came for me last night when my husband and I were sharing a couple of different pieces of our day, and then we opened up this morning and there were some more pieces about different experiences we had with different individuals in our lives. And I really felt that this morning standing by the pond, and that integration that we have with not just the reflections, but the projections, what we are putting out, and how they coincide then with the reflections as well. And you can't have one without the other. There are continuous projections and reflections that come back to us. And so, to be a little bit more specific, sometimes we're in different encounters with people. Perhaps those that are closest to us are a really great assessment of where we're at, because we'll be noticing things. They can be things that we love or things that we dislike. And when we're perceiving the world in this way, whatever it is that we're encountering out there, our encounters when we're out and about in the world, as well as, like I said, what's more in that immediate circle, we can gauge and assess where our mind has been traveling. So if we're encountering all these kind of situations that feel tension, or we're finding we dislike, we need to be really sitting inwardly with this idea of, like, what does this mean to me? So we all have that experience. Any of us that have children, have spouses, our parents, whether it was that we were growing up or later in life, these are all these different individuals that we come to experience this life with. And then all these bits and pieces of life that are working themselves out. And for many, we experience it as, we've been with these people, not just in this lifetime, but maybe many other times as well, more than likely many other times. But all these things, the more that we work with that integration within our own self, then we get to really free not just ourselves, but the others as well, from these projections that we put out into the world. And then the reflections that come back. So standing by that pond this morning was a real good opportunity to feel that stillness, to feel the honor of all these bits of awareness that we have, these ways that we can, life is just so perfectly designed to help us understand and come to know ourselves by everything that's reflected around us. Having said that, to tap into that and to understand the way that that works, which ultimately means that if we're working in that consciousness within ourselves, we can be projecting anything from our imagination out into the world. How magnificent is that of a gift? So wherever you are today, maybe you're finding things that you really love or like, or maybe things that you dislike or hate, but to be able to use them as a way to inform yourself of what states in your own physical, emotional, mental realm you are, and how that's going out into the world, and then how it's coming back to you to perceive it. And if you dare to put out there exactly what you're dreaming of, and know that you have the power and the ability and capacity to move into that experience, to that version of you. Today, in this moment, and every moment that we are in our reflective, maybe standing by that pond of your own inner self, and wishing you the very highest of your own being reflecting out into the world. Aho.